Hello everyone and welcome to Pitchside Pursuit, the ultimate football quiz game show that tests your favourite content creators' football knowledge. Today, we're joined by James. How are you doing, mate?
I am good, mate. Very, very excited to be on, and I'm ready to absolutely smash it.
Good, you're bringing good energy, I love it. So, with your content, you go to different stadiums, you pretty much travel with Man City. So the question I want to ask you, what is your favourite stadium you've ever been to?
Ooh, that is such a good question. I don't know. I think King Abdullah Sports City in Jeddah's got to be up there. Obviously, the Bernabeu, the brand new Bernabeu is beautiful. But I can tell you my worst stadium, Jack, the San Siro. Awful.
Really?
Awful.
What?
It is so overhyped and overrated. Yes, you need to go before it gets knocked down, but there's no concourse. If you want a beer, if you want some food, you've got to get the man with the tray and bring some cash, and he'll come over to you. It's very old-fashioned, mate.
Absolutely bang out of order. Well, there we go. We've got both sides of the story. How do you think City are doing this season?
Well, we're doing okay. At the time of recording, we're second, but Arsenal play Liverpool tomorrow. So hopefully that's a draw and we can go to the top. But we're doing okay. We're not playing great, but we're getting results, and that's what matters.
Good. No, I love it. Right. Before anything, how are you feeling about today? How do you think you're going to perform?
I'm ready to rock and roll. Hopefully some stadium questions, hopefully some city questions, hopefully some countries questions. And I'm going to try and smash it. I'm going to give it everything I've got.
The leaderboard is currently on the screen right now. As you can see, Eric is, of course, at the top. So you've got quite a bit to do to beat him, but you are the fifth contestant, so let's see how you do. Now, before we get into the game, let's get into the rules. Pitchside Pursuit is the ultimate football quiz game show that requires quick thinking and strategy. Each episode, a new contestant steps up to challenge themselves against the clock, their football knowledge, and the ever-growing leaderboard. Here's how the game works. Contestants will participate in 5 challenging rounds, each testing different aspects of their football knowledge. The 5 rounds are: Who Am I?, Spotkick Selection, Quickfire Kickoff, Precision Play, and there will be a 60-second quiz at the end. Every round offers a chance to earn points, but how well you score depends on your football expertise and the decisions you make under pressure. It's not just about knowing the facts, it's about being quick, precise, and strategic. The contestant also has the opportunity to apply a ×2 multiplier to any given round, meaning their points will be doubled. However, this can only be activated before that round begins, and it can only be used once. At the end of the episode, the points will be tallied and added to the golden leaderboard, showcasing all of the other contestants who have taken part this season. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. For round number 1, we have a game of Who Am I? So, James, I have a player in mind, and I'm going to give you 10 clues. If you get the player right on the first clue, you get 10 points. However, if you get them right on the last clue, you only get 1 point. You have 3 guesses, but after your third incorrect guess, you automatically get 0. So,
don't get 0, basically.
Yeah. There we go. For clue number 1, he shares the same birthday as Winston Churchill, which is the 30th of November.
No, I'd like to hear the next clue.
Okay, straight in. Clue number 2. The last club this player played for was the Japanese team Nagoya Grampus.
Who did Iniesta play for? That's my initial reaction because he went to the Japanese league. I think Hulk went over there as well. Oscar went to the Chinese league. I'd like to hear another clue, please, Jack.
Clue number 3. Although playing 536 games for club and country, this player has never been booked.
Now I'm thinking Philip Lahm. Iniesta's been booked. He has to have been. He's in the middle of the pitch. He has to have been booked. Lahm never got sent off, not booked.
He went a whole year without committing a foul. That's just insane.
Yeah, so that makes me think that it's either an attacker or a midfielder. Hulk's kind of got the temper. It's literally in his name. He's got tempers, and he's Brazilian. Again, I'm still leaning towards Iniesta at the moment with like the Japanese league.
You got 3 guesses.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. I'm going to go with my gut and go Andres Iniesta.
Andres Iniesta. It's a great guess, but it's wrong. It is not Iniesta. He played for, was it Vissel Kobe?
I'm not too sure. I know he's played in Japan or there or thereabouts, and when you're going on about 500 appearances, then... but he must have been booked at some point. But yeah, that's like a treasure map clue about the booking one. I like that.
Never received a yellow or red. So, for clue number 4, it kind of follows over from the previous clue. Because he was never booked, in 1990, he was awarded with the FIFA Fair Play Award.
So we're going back before my time here.
Doesn't necessarily mean he retired at that time.
No, I'm just thinking he's playing at that time. Right, so this is obviously somebody before my time, and I'm thinking because he's never been booked and obviously not committed fouls for a whole year, that he's an attacker. That just seems the most logic to me. Obviously, I still probably can't get it from those clues, so I'd like another one, please, Joe.
For clue number 5, this is for 6 points. He is the only player to have been the top goal scorer in England with 3 clubs.
So that confirms that it's an attacker, so that helps my philosophy, and that narrows it down a lot, actually.
Could be a goalkeeper, you never know.
What, been the Prem top goal scorer for 3 different clubs?
I don't know, it could be Rogerio Ceni.
It's got to be a winger or a striker. Now, for me, it's a striker who's English as well, because players that were before, like, my time, there weren't a lot of non-English strikers back then. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go through the legends on FIFA. So we've got Owen.
Okay.
Right? We've got Shearer. Mm-hmm. We've got Lineker. Mm-hmm. Who else have we got? Striker, English. I think that's it. I think it's one of those 3. I've got 2 more guesses. Owen won a knocking around in 1990, so that ruins him out. So it's between Shearer or Lineker. Literally just going off icon cards on FIFA here. Probably not going to be any of them. But this is before my time, so FIFA is the only thing I have to go off here. Does Gary Lineker win the FIFA Fair Play Award? Does Shearer win the FIFA Fair Play Award? I'm going to hazard a guess. I'm going to go with Gary Lineker.
You're going with Gary Lineker?
Yeah. Based on those 3 icons, I think Gary Lineker's been to a hell of a lot of clubs. Don't know whether he's been to Japanese League. He conveys that he's never been booked. An English striker that's done it at 3 clubs. I can only recall Shearer doing it at 2, Blackburn and Newcastle. So process of elimination on those 3 players, I think it's Gary Lineker.
Gary Lineker, you've locked it in.
Yeah.
James. That is 6 points. It is Gary Lineker.
Woo! FIFA legend lock!
Literally, the next clue was going to be he loves Walker's crisps.
I would have got it off that. 100% would have got it off that. So an extra point, though, that'll do me.
So 6 points. Let's move on to round number 2. For round number 2, we have Spotkick selection. So, James, in front of you, you have 16 boxes, all containing some names. I'm going to ask a football question. 10 of those 16 are correct answers, but 6 are incorrect. For every correct answer you get 1 point, but you only get 1 life. As soon as you hit an incorrect answer, you're automatically out, but all of the points you accumulated before, you keep. Right.
Let's go for it.
So, James, I want you to pick the players who have scored 15 plus penalties in the Premier League.
Wow, okay. Oh, some of these names are like genuinely the takers of a lot of teams. That's interesting. Okay, right, I'm going to start with Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard is correct. He has scored 17. Just over.
Just over. I was thinking, right, Hazard's got to be on there because he was Chelsea's taker for a long time.
It takes 1 to be out, by the way, so be careful.
Milojevic, I don't remember taking... I know he was the Palace taker, but I don't remember him taking more than 15. Touré's got to be on there. He used to take for us for a long, long time. I've seen a lot of Yaya penalties at the Etihad in my time. Tony as well. I've seen Tony take a fair few. Haaland, obviously only been there for now 3 years. I don't know whether 15 penalties are in that. It's close. I'm going to go with Wazza for the next one because I just think Wazza's got more than 15.
Wazza, Wayne Rooney is correct. He has scored 23 penalties in the Premier League.
Have to have been. Right, there's some tough names here. Shearer must have scored a hell of a lot of penalties in his time. Must be more than 15. So I'll go with him next, Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer is correct. He actually has scored the most with 56.
Yeah, he scored how many goals in the Premier League? 15 or more have to be from the spot.
At least 5.
Yeah,
He's scored at least 5 Premier League goals.
Barry, I think's wrong. He's at City for a while. Don't think he took him at Villa because Milner took him, or Abomlahor took him, or Bent, who also is on this list. I'm going to leave Bent as well. Mark Noble was West Ham's taker for a long time. He must have scored 15. I'm going to leave him. I'm not sure about him because the last penalty that I watched from him was that miss against De Gea against United. Milojevic as well. Vardy's got more than 15. I'm going with Jamie Vardy next.
Jamie Vardy is correct. He has scored 27 Premier League goals. That are penalties.
Yes. Always likes a good smash and grab Vardy from the spot. Defoe's an interesting one. He must have got more than 15. At Spurs, at Pompey, at Sunderland, combined. I don't know whether he took him at Tottenham, though. Adam as well. Blackpool, Stoke, Liverpool, Deeney's battered in a couple. I don't think Haaland's got more than 15 yet. I think Haaland will be very, very close. Bainesy was more free kick. I'm going to go with Tony next, actually. I think he's got more than 15 in his stint in the Prem. I think it'll just be over.
Ivan Toney has scored 12 penalties
No!
in the Premier League. 12. Do you know what it is? Everyone thought, that's the reason why I put him in. Everyone goes to Tony for penalties, but I don't think he got that many.
Has Yaya done more than 15?
I'll go through who has 15 or over. So, old Luca boy, Crystal Palace, has scored 22 penalties.
Oh my days.
Then you have, with 16, Callum Wilson.
I would have left Wilson, to be honest, so...
That's fair enough. You have Leighton Baines with 20.
Yeah, he was there or thereabouts for a while.
Yeah, it was just because he was there for a long time. With 18, Troy Deeney.
Wow.
With 28 penalties to his name is Mark Noble. And then finally, on 15 penalties, is Erling Haaland.
Also, Haaland has got just 15.
He has, so...
I would have gone Yaya next, so I would have failed anyway, so...
Yaya has 11, same as Charlie Adam. And then on 14 goals, you have Barry, Darren Bent, and Jermaine Defoe.
Fair enough. Four's okay. Averages out of 5 for both rounds, so let's move on.
Let's move on to round number 3. For round number 3, we have Quickfire Kickoff. So, James, I'm going to ask you to pick a category between 2. When you do pick the category, I'm then going to ask you 5 questions. Each question is multiple choice and has 4 potential answers, with 1 being correct. For every correct answer you do get, you get 2 points. So there is a maximum of 10 points this round.
Let's go.
So, James, category-wise, would you rather pick appearances or stadiums?
Stadiums! Come on!
Okay, I've had stadiums on for quite a few rounds, so I think you're the perfect person for this. So
let's do it. I'm tempted by my double points, but I'm going to save him. I'm going to save him for the end.
Well, you wouldn't be able to use them anyway because you had to use them before the round started.
Oh, always a rule. Always a rule that screws you over.
Hey, it's pre-recorded. I can't go back on my word.
Okay. Let's go.
Judging by how excited you are, surely you're going to get 10 points here.
I'm definitely going to go for 8. If we get 10, it'll be banging.
We're going to start with question number 1. Arsenal's highest ever home attendance was over 73,000 fans, despite their ground having a lower capacity. How is this possible? Is it A, they counted the e-tickets where Arsenal fans watched from home? B, the game was actually played at Wembley? C, 3 of the turnstiles recorded incorrect data? Or D, this was actually a boxing match at the Emirates?
Oh, that doesn't help my stadium knowledge, that. Right, what was the attendance again?
The Arsenal's highest ever home attendance was over 73,000 fans, despite their ground having a lower capacity.
So it's either the boxing, because then you can go on the pit, and obviously that brings more in because obviously the pitch isn't used. You're seating on it because there's a little ring in the middle of the pitch. Or it's the turnstiles provided incorrect data. Well, it doesn't say how much lower capacity it was. Now, if it was at Highbury back in the day, I'm thinking 60-ish thousand. So we're about 10,000 out. So that's either the boxing, people are going on the pitch, or I don't think boxing was held at stadiums. My gut instinct is the boxing match, I can't lie. But I don't think they'll record it as Arsenal's highest attendance. It'll be more. But then it's a stadium question. Do you know what? I'm going to stick with my gut. Boxing match. Final answer. Don't want to change, even though I think it's now the turnstile one.
So we're going with D, boxing match. James, that is incorrect.
Is it the turnstile?
The correct answer, the game was actually played at Wembley.
What? I ruled that out straight away.
So the game was actually against Fiorentina in the 1999-2000 season, and it counted as a home game for Arsenal when it was played at Wembley.
73,000 in Wembley. I thought there'd be way more than that. That's
Yeah.
why I ruled it out. All right. Okay. Well, I aim for 8, so I need these 4 right. So let's run it, Jack.
Well, let's see how you do on question number 2. Where do Blackpool play their home games?
Bloomfield Road.
Is it A? Hang on, let me do the answer. Is it A, the county ground?
No.
B. Cherry Road Records.
That's
C.
Wimbledon.
Bloomfield Road.
There you
Or
go.
D. Fratton Park.
Fratton Park's Portsmouth, so Bloomfield Road, final answer.
Bloomfield Road, that is correct. It is C. Also, County Ground is Swindon, where I'm from.
County Ground Swindon. Sounds like
Yeah,
that's county.
thanks for that, mate. Let's move on to question number 3.
Let's move on to questions.
Here we go. Sunderland play at the Stadium of Light.
They do.
But which Portuguese team play at Estadio da Luz, which also means Stadium of Light? Is it A. Porto, B. Benfica, C. Sporting Lisbon, or D. Boa Vista?
So I've been to 3 of the grounds. I've been to the Dragão, home of Porto. I've been to the Estadio José Alvarado, home of Sporting Portugal. And I've been to the Estadio da Luz, home of Benfica.
Is that what you're looking in, B?
I am indeed.
That is correct. That is bang on. That's great knowledge.
Take that. Been on a stadium tour. They have an eagle that flies round. It's pretty cool.
So, how many stadiums do you
lot.
think you've been to?
A lot. A hell of a lot.
If you could have like a rough estimate,
I don't know. I couldn't give you a number. Just a lot.
are we talking over 100?
I would, yeah. Just, I think. Including England.
That's fair play. To be fair, that's pretty good actually. Right, question number 4. West Ham moved to the Olympic Stadium at the beginning of which season? Is it A, the 2014-15 season, B, the 16-17 season, C, the 18-19 season, or D, the 19-20 season?
It's not the last 2. My gut instinct was 2016. They played Juventus in a friendly. That's the first game. Stick with my gut again. 17.
16-17, you're going with B?
Actually, when was the bye-bye bowling? Could have been 2014 because it would be at the start of the 14 season.
Yeah, the start of the 2014-15 season or the 16-17 season.
Never got there. Right, I need to break this down. So it's 2014 to 2015 or 2016 to 2017. When did the bowling ground go? Did it go in 2016 or 2014? Because it'd be on the same year. It would have gone in May, and then the season would have started in September. West Ham fans are going to be killing me right now. 2014, so that's the 2013-14 season. So that's Moyes' first year at United. Was Carrick in charge of that game at Bye-Bye Bowling? No, he wasn't. 2016-17 final answer, Jack.
So you're looking in B. That is correct. It is 2016-2017.
Had to get there eventually.
When you stopped, when I was about to say the answer, I was like, James, come on, mate. You're so close.
Just needed a confirmation.
Well, there we go. At least you got it in the end. But let's move on to the last question of this round, question number 5. Due to stadium issues, which team did Coventry City ground share with between 2013 and 2014? Was it A, Birmingham City, B, Walsall, C, MK Dons, or D, Northampton Town?
Northampton Town.
Why Northampton?
The ground shared with Birmingham, but that was later. They played at Sixfield, 100%.
So we're saying Northampton?
Final answer.
That is correct. You have finished with 8 points in this round.
Come on. I was a bit unsure about that one because they ground shared with Birmingham. Not sure about MK. I think that's a bit far. And then Walsall's obviously going the other way. I don't think it was that one. So when you said Northampton, I was like, yeah, I remember them at Sixfield. So perfect.
Now we move on to round number 4. For round number 4, we have precision play. So, James, in front of you, you have 5 options. I'm going to read out a football statement, and whilst all of them are technically correct, I want you to pick the most relevant answer to the question. If you do, you get 10 points, but if you get the first one incorrect, you have another guess and you get 8 points. If you get that incorrect, you keep going and going until you can pick the correct answer.
Let's go.
James, I want you to name me the football player with the most Champions League goals.
So would for Eusebio that be the European Cup, right?
Kind of merged. So I basically, just to put it out there, I've gone off transfermarket.com.
Yes, that's a great website, that.
Just in case anyone in the comments is like, that's not right. I'm sorry.
Go on Transfermarkt. That's what we all use. I don't think it's Mbappe. It's between Henry, Muller and Eusebio.
Where's Aguero? Why is he not on there?
Because I've seen Aguero live. Because City didn't get in the Champions League until 2013. It was Aguero's first year actually, but we didn't get out of the groups that year. Came third. Aguero might be on there, but I just think Muller, in terms of the longevity of how Bayern have done, obviously they've won it a couple of times. I don't know, because he's playing from Camelot.
Playing from Camelot?
Aguero should, yeah, you're right. Aguero should be on there. Yeah, Muller was like Cam for a bit. And then obviously played up front a little bit, but kind of played in behind Olic when Bayern were really peaking. And then Mario Gomez. Kind of like a second striker. Eusebio's my gut instinct because he's literally a Benfica legend. He scored so many goals, but I just don't know how many in the European Cup. Benfica won a couple of European Cups when he was knocking around. I'm going to go Eusebio as my first one. I think that's just my gut reaction.
Eusebio is incorrect. So, to put this in perspective, Eusebio on this list is 4.
Wow, okay. That helps.
With 46 goals.
I think Mbappe's got more than that. Just whether Aguero's got more than that. Mbappe's got more than 46. 100%. So I'll go with Mbappe because I definitely know he's got more than 46. I'm not sure about the other 3.
So you're looking in Kylian Mbappe?
Yes, because I know he's got more than 46.
Kylian Mbappe, he does have more than 46, but he is incorrect. He's 3rd on the list with 49.
It's not Muller. It's either Henry or Serge. I've got to back my boy. I've got to back my boy. Sergio
Is wrong. He's 5th.
Henry, final answer.
So Sergio Aguero is 5th. I do apologise. He has scored 41 goals.
I had to back him. Henry.
You're going with Henry.
Yeah, it's Muller, isn't it?
So Thierry Henry has scored 50 goals in the Champions League. You've locked him in.
How many's Muller got?
Thomas Muller has scored, I don't know, 54 goals.
What?
Thomas Muller is first place.
Thomas Muller! You absolute meme!
So, I'm sorry, but
I said in my first 3, it's either Eusebio, Henry or Muller, and I picked him last. Oh, dear me, I've had a mare.
You had such a good thought process as well. Like, you were completely spot on. I was like, you know what, I think he's going to get 10 or 8 points here. How have you ended up on 2 points in round 4?
I've got to save it
James.
with my quick fires, I think. So, let's run it. I don't want to talk about that one. I always have a bad round, and that is it. But no Tottenham bottles today. We're nailing it.
Okay, we move on to round number 5. For round number 5, we have the 60-second quiz. So, James, I'm just going to do a quick fire quiz, and you have 60 seconds to get as many points as possible. For every one you get correct, you get 1 point, but if you get one incorrect, it doesn't affect your score. You just get 0 and go on to the next question.
Let's go. I want to use double points, Jack, and I want to get 12 right, so let's do it.
You want to get 12 right, and you want to use your double points round.
I want to get 12 right. I want to get JSM 44, and I want to get 44, so let's do it.
The 60-second quiz starts in 3, 2, 1. How many goalkeepers must there be in a Euro squad?
3.
Correct. Which nation did Ian Rush represent?
Wales.
Correct. Which French club recently filed for bankruptcy?
Bordeaux.
Correct. In what year did France win their first ever World Cup?
1998.
Correct. English songwriter Elton John supports which
Watford.
club? Correct. Cristiano Ronaldo exclaims which word when he's celebrating a goal? Correct. True or false? Brazilian icon Pele once starred in a film with Sylvester Stallone and Michael Caine.
False.
It's true. Which club is sometimes referred to as FC Hollywood?
LA Galaxy.
It's Bayern Munich. Who is Chelsea's most expensive ever signing?
Kepa.
It's Enzo Fernandez. Which club did Alan Shearer win the Premier League title with?
Blackburn.
Correct. Which 2 countries hosted the World Cup in 2002?
Japan and Korea.
I'll let you off. Yeah, that is correct. The timer did go, but I say always keep until the end. South Korea, everyone, you can have that. Right. How do you think you did?
I got 3 wrong, I think. The Pele one, should have got right. But I didn't know Bayern Munich were called FC Hollywood. I had to take a punt with the LA teams there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I did okay, but I didn't get the 12. That stinker on round 4, guys, has severely cost me. That is a proper JSM Tottenham bottle, if you know what I mean. Right thought process as well. Saying Muller, longevity, Bayern being in the... and I backed Aguero, man. I had to back Aguero. I don't regret it. I got him back third, man.
Fair enough. You had Thomas Muller. You had it. You've had it.
I know I had it, but Tottenham have it, and then they somehow managed to bottle it, and that's literally what I do.
You hate Tottenham. You absolutely despise them.
I love Tottenham, actually. I love Tottenham. I love Tottenham because I am Tottenham.
Fair enough.
If City can't win the league, up the Spurs, mate.
Right. I've got your score, James.
I think it's 40. That's my prediction. I'd love it to be 44 for me, but we'll have to see.
Going over the rounds. Round 1, you got 6 points. Round 2, you got 4. Round 3, you got 8. And then round 4, you got 2. And then you use your double points round.
Yeah.
You got 8 correct.
Okay.
Double points.
16.
Overall, James, you got a very respectable 36 points.
Not good enough, that. Not good enough. Thomas Muller.
If you got Thomas Muller on your first guess, you would have got an additional 8 points. You would have been on 44.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for that. Ah!
You would have been joint with Raza Mataza. You would have one behind Luke. Yeah, so you would have been above Toby. You would have been just behind Eric as well.
Just say I'm last. I'm a Tottenham bottle, and Thomas Muller. I now hate Thomas Muller.
Created a feud. So yeah, you are 5th at this moment of time.
Yeah, 5th out of 5, but we're 5th. We're just outside the top 4. We are literally Tottenham. We're literally Tottenham. Woo!
Right, he's having a breakdown. Okay, I think we should end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. Also, a massive thank you to James. Please go over to his channel and check out his stuff and subscribe. I think he needs it now.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having us, Jack. Appreciate it. JSM equals Tottenham bottles, and Jack's quiz is goated, but I should have got Muller. That's very, very cost me.
You should have.
Yeah, thank you.
But thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you next week for another banging episode. See you later.
Thomas Muller!